What's going on, everybody? It's your boy GTP. I'm the host of the new YouTube series. Welcome to the Jungle Webisodes. Make sure y'all subscribe to it on my new YouTube channel. You can check out the previous webisode we did. We're just getting those started. A couple previous GTP rants on sports, and also some behind-the-scenes footage that we got up on the page. You can also join our Facebook page, Welcome to the Jungle Webisodes, and you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at W2TheJungle17. Leave all the feedback, all your comments, opinions on anything we say. And today's kind of dope because it's my first GTP rant on hip hop. Now, as someone that, I've had an album out, I've done music written since I was in the 6th grade. I've never really done a top 5. Never sat down and put one together. This is my first one. And I just turned 36 like 5 days ago. So it's kind of a big deal. I want y'all to pay attention, give me your feedback. Now, I don't believe you can do a top 5 just strictly on saying who's the top 5 MCs. Now, there got to be some criteria. You can't mix Snoop's longevity with Cannabis's wordplay. It's just not good. You're just going to frustrate yourself. So if you take in longevity, wordplay, catalog, how impactful were your albums, flow, versatility, how long you've been in the game, how impactful you were in the game, how trending are you, do people, what kind of impact do you have on the culture? If you mix all that in, I have my top 5 seasons. I'm giving them a reverse order with honorable mentions. Starting off with number 5, I have Eminem. The greatest wordsmith, pad and pen artist ever. He's number 5 because I don't think his albums were as impactful as the other 4 people. But he's got a dope catalog. Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP, Curtain Call. He's dope. But his wordplay is just, if he came out with an acapella CD, I'm buying it. Number 4 on that list is Nas. What Nas has done for lyricism in his current state. This is 2017, and his format for how you put wordplay together in songs for the East Coast, for the classic hip hop, if you'll call it. That's still being used today. Less choppy, more flow, more depiction, more third party. So it's just the way Nas did it, man. It's still being used today if you do that type of hip hop. And he helped perpetuate that, taking it from that KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G rap type of flow and lyricism into what it currently is today. Influencing guys like everyone from Jay-Z to Dave East. He's just dope, man. There's nothing else for me to say. A lot of people are going to think I slighted him on the list, but I got him at number 4. Number 3 is my greatest storyteller of all time, the Notorious B.I.G. That's going to be the most controversial because Big only has 2 classic albums, 3 albums total. Well, he was shot. What do you want me to do about I don't believe in the Chris Rock, he passed away, so we got to, nah, the man passed away. He can't be in my barbershop top 5? Nah, that's crazy to me. So I got Big as the greatest storyteller of all time. And I can honestly say, out of 2 albums back-to-back debuts, who had 2 stronger debuts than Ready to Die and Life After Death? The way they hit you. You know what I mean? It was just the way that everything from Machine Gun Funk to listen to the intricacies of Niggas Bleed. That's a B-side. He didn't do a video for that. That wasn't heavily promoted. Look how much effort he put into that. And that's still some people's, it's my greatest storytelling song of all time. Most people, if you put that track on, nobody's telling you to fast forward. Biggie's impact was dope. I mean, he's my number 3 of all time. I don't care how many albums you think you should have. He had 2 very dope ones that both resonate in my top 10 all time. And behind Reasonable Doubt, Life After Death, that's my 2nd favorite album of all time. So let me go on to Tupac as number 2. It goes without saying, that's a lot of people's GOAT. He's probably the weakest lyricist, pure raw spitter in the group, but he never had a whack bar. He spit it from the gut, spit it from the muscle. He told real stories that people could relate to if you were in the struggle. He made good people want to be better. He made bad people want to be better. So he wasn't the top-notch super lyricist, but never had a whack bar. He could spit. He was a good songwriter, and he's got the 2nd greatest catalog of anybody on the list, in my opinion. So that's my number 2. And number 1 is Jay-Z. Other than Big, it's probably going to be the most controversial. And a lot of people like to discount Jay-Z for what I call WW, which are weirdo ways. Y'all get on the internet and you say a lot of weirdo shit. Like, I don't care about Blue Ivy's hair. He's dope. I don't care if Beyonce's in the Illuminati. Reasonable Doubt was pretty dope. The Blueprint was legendary. Let's talk about that. All this other stuff that y'all get into on the internet and talk about what the formation really meant and who they pray to, and he's a pretty good lyricist. I'll just leave it at that. as far as quoting Biggie lines, he's paying homage to a friend that was killed. It's easy to sit behind a computer and criticize that, but you know what I mean? He was paying homage to someone that passed away that was very close to him. And now we're starting to hear more and more stories from Premier, Dame Dash, Puff Daddy, how close those two really were. And, you know, he's paying homage. And it's not like he doesn't have enough bars to go around. He split plenty of bars himself. That he doesn't have to, he's blatantly paying homage, not biting off Biggie. But whatever, I'll let y'all do whatever you're going to do. Feel free to leave your comments about that. As far as my honorable mentions, I think one of the most underrated catalogs in all of hip-hop is Ghostface Killer. Shout out to the Wu. Shout out to Ghostface. His catalog is crazy. One of my favorite albums of him is Big Doe Rehab, which nobody even really talks about. He's dope. It's also hard to leave Scarface off the list. And then one of my reasons for even making this list, I was this close to putting Rick Ross in that top 5. I don't know what it is. We pick and choose people in athletics, especially in the urban culture, that we just don't like LeBron James, or we do like LeBron James, or we don't like Michael Jordan, or we do like Michael Jordan. We just pick these guys and we just kind of, I don't know what Rick Ross has to do. His flow is dope. He's had his battles. 50 Cent, now Birdman. He's been a mogul. He can do the trap stuff, the trendy stuff. So if you're the new school guy, you like Rick Ross. If you like old school type spitters with dope flow and wordplay, he's got that covered too, with 4 or 5 very dope features with Nas. I just don't know what more he has to do, because if I'd have came here and put him as my number 4, y'all said that I just started listening to hip hop yesterday. So that's my list. Again, in reverse order: 5 Eminem, 4 Nas, 3 Big, 2 Pop, 1 is Hov, with shout outs and honorable mentions to Ghostface Killer, Scarface, and Rick Ross. One thing I'll get into real quick is I didn't have any legends on there from the 80s, and here's my explanation for that. KRS-One, Cool G Rap, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. The easiest way for me to explain it like this. A lot of us reaching that 40-year-old age or higher, we no longer have Wilt Chamberlain. Some of us don't have Larry Bird in our top 5 anymore. The product gets better, and unfortunately some of the legends get kind of forgotten about or left behind. I didn't forget any legends, but I just can't put those guys up there with these guys anymore. And you know what? Maybe when Kendrick Lamar's 45 and Drake is 45, I'll change my list again. But as far as right now, that's just my opinion. If y'all want to do legendary and all that, I understand that. But I know I'm going to get some feedback from my old heads because I don't have certain guys on there. My only question to you is, when's the last time you listened to those legends from top to bottom? Maybe you did. Why don't you ask your friends instead of asking me? Because I don't really hear too many of them albums resonating where I hang out at. And I'm on college campuses, and I don't hear too many people, still playing Ain't No Half Stepping. So that's not a knock on them. I salute my legends and pioneers of hip hop, but I know I'm gonna get some feedback for leaving those guys off. But Bob Cousy's not in my top 5 point guards no more either. The game has moved forward. So make sure y'all leave us your feedback. Make sure you subscribe. Welcome to the Jungle Webisodes on YouTube. Also, you can join the Facebook page. Heavy trolls trying to sell me your product. Leave that shit at home. If you want to discuss music, sports, fashion, pop culture, feel free to join the Welcome to the Jungle Webisodes on Facebook. Follow us at W2TheJungle17 on Instagram and Twitter. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to tell y'all one more time on YouTube. I'll check y'all later. Your boy GTP. Salute.